Hello, I'm Holly from FLAIR Media.
Hi, and I'm Ayala from FLAIR Media.
So we started FLAIR Media about 2.5 years ago now, and it all started when I was working at Redbourne Golf Club, which is my local club. I've played golf from a very young age, so pretty much grew up at the golf club and then ended up working there. And the big thing I noticed when I was working there was the lack of any kind of social media or video promotion all across not just Redbourne's Instagram and Twitter and socials, but pretty much any golf club. I noticed that they were falling behind a bit when it came to promoting themselves. When I was working there, I kind of approached the manager and said, would this be something you'd be interested in? I'd be happy to do them for free because I just love filming and it would be a good way in for me to kind of play around and get a bit of a portfolio behind me. So he agreed and the videos went down really well with the members. It was we were having a lot of fun with it. Um, Coming up with some really funny videos, not just informative, but we were trying to kind of keep modern so that it would draw people in. We were just trying to connect with the audience. And when I noticed how much of a difference it kind of made with the members and how much they were enjoying it, I got a bit of like a kick out of it because you kind of get to see the results of what you're doing and see that they're making an impact. So I kind of continued with that, really enjoyed it, carried on working at the golf club at the same time. And then I think kind of the turning point from taking it into more of like Ayala will talk about kind of how she got into film and then how we came together. But I think the big thing that was like a bit of a turning point is that I attended I don't know if anyone's heard of Grant Cardone, he's like a motivational speaker. He was doing a talk in London. And I went to one seminars which my dad actually wanted to go to, but I came along just to see what it was all about, and it kind of opened my eyes up to, if you want to do something that you're passionate about, kind of go for it. I mean, it was a 2-day seminar, so we covered so much, and he was basically saying surround yourself with people that kind of motivate you. And that's when I came to Ayala, because we've been friends throughout school and I knew Ayala was passionate about videography as well, but like me, we hadn't really applied it to anything. So I came to Ayala with this idea of a videography company, and yeah, it kind of evolved from there. But yeah, Ayala, you can go ahead because I know you've always been into videography. So
Yeah, so basically, I've been recording anything and everything for kind of as long as I can remember. Had like a YouTube channel. It was all kind of like silly challenges, never took it too seriously. But I guess what I'd been doing the whole time was kind of learning how to edit, putting all my pocket money into like cameras, SD cards. So when Holly started doing it, like Holly said, we'd been friends throughout school. I think we'd made like a few videos here and there together and never really thought anything of it. So then when Holly came to me after she went to this motivational speech, and she kind of come to me with like, look, this is what we need to do. She'd already started it. We had all the foundations for it. It kind of just made sense. And it came to me at a good point where I'd finished sixth form. I didn't really want to take any of the subjects I'd done any further. And we kind of both were in this middle ground where we were like, we don't really think university is the road for us. So kind of what are we going to do? And it kind of was that light bulb moment. This is what we want to do. So we just kind of pursued it. We reached out to loads of local companies, mainly in the St Albans area, but kind of all around Hertfordshire. And we just needed to get a portfolio basically. So we reached out to companies and said, look, we'll make you a video for free, just let us do it. And that's how we kind of started, got a portfolio for ourselves, just kind of tried to make a name of ourselves. And it's kind of just tumbled from there. Now we can actually, offer out our services for a good price, and we're just kind of growing organically. But it's been really nice, and yeah, we've just kind of fell into everything, and we've been really lucky to have some great opportunities as well.
definitely. Yeah, and I think like Ayala said, so we kind of had to start somewhere, and that was with kind of reaching out to companies, literally just asking to do it for free, which is actually harder than you'd think when you don't have a portfolio, and it almost sounds a bit too good to be true, where you're like, this is going to help you so much and we want to do it for free, but it kind of like helps us out both ends, because you'll get a cool video and we'll be able to send that video to other people to promote ourselves. But yeah, there were some really, really nice companies that kind of took us on board, and yeah, it was really nice, especially in the St Albans area. We built up our portfolio, and from there we're still building it now. There's so much to get into, but yeah, we've got a bit of, we've built it up now, and we've, even before all of the coronavirus situation, we're getting more into events. We've done a couple of weddings, which were amazing opportunities. So hopefully when this all kind of calms down a little bit, we can pick up again with that. Weddings is like a big thing that we wanted to get into, as well as just events in general. So yeah, it's just like Ayala said, growing organically, but really enjoying the process.
Yeah, so we actually have been quite lucky in this lockdown period, in that it has opened up new opportunities in sectors we hadn't previously thought about. So yeah, there's still plenty of opportunities out there. We found ourselves kind of in early September doing a lot in like the education sector. So of course, lots of people still need to look around schools and find what secondary schools, primary schools that they want to go to. So we had a lot of opportunity to do virtual tours, kind of interview videos to help the school showcase without actually having anyone come in there. And then you have things like, there are still productions going on, they can't have audiences, so it's about using video. And I guess this, luckily for us, has kind of been an opportunity where people realise, oh, I really need video, and I really need it now, because you still need to promote your business, show off your school and do all of those things. And video is, nearly just as good as being there in the flesh. So it's allowed us to think about things, because I think neither of us would have ever thought, oh yeah, we'll be filming loads of schools. It's just one of those things that never crossed our mind. So yeah, we've lost out on the events, but they have been replaced with other opportunities. And I think the main thing about why me and Holly love doing this is because if it's something new and something exciting, something we haven't filmed before, then it just kind of is that whole new, like, refreshing look on it, gets us excited, and then it's even more rewarding when you see the final product. So
yeah, so in this current lockdown, we've been reaching out to companies, seeing if they want product promotion, because I think now more than ever, it's important for companies to promote themselves, because it would be easy for them to kind of think, oh no, like, what we're going to do, and fall behind, where in actual fact, video promotion is probably one of the most like prioritized things they need to kind of get done. So yeah, we've been reaching out to companies, kind of pitching to them that we can, if they kind of send us their products, we can go to our studio and make them really cool videos that they can still post online throughout this lockdown. So yeah, like I said, there's still options out there of videos we can do, and I think it is important at the minute that companies do kind of jump on board, so that when the restrictions are lifted, they've not fallen behind, basically.
And I think also kind of, there's one thing that everyone's doing in common at the moment, and that's probably sitting on their phone a lot more than they used to do. So it's just kind of taking that opportunity and trying to express to companies that, like, if there was ever a time to advertise or work on your social media, now's the time. So yeah, we've been kind of finding as many positives as you can in the situation, so it's not been all doom and gloom for us, luckily.
Yes, definitely. In terms of schools, we've kind of covered literally the whole lot. So we went through a stage where we were filming a branch of nurseries, because like Ayala said, people can't attend like they used to, and these videos are purely just kind of walk around videos from room to room. And the idea of them was for the teachers to show parents on Zoom calls, and they can pause the video as and when and talk through like the different aspects of what they're seeing. And yeah, we've worked our way up from kind of nurseries to primary schools, and then secondary schools. We've done the sixth form consortiums. So we've kind of covered the whole lot. I mean, every single school needs to show off what they've got, and with people not being able to attend, it's the perfect opportunity to get the videos produced. But yeah, I don't know if you want to kind of mention the type of companies that would benefit, because there's quite a lot.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I would say kind of any company really. Any company can benefit. It's kind of more about the timeline. If it's you're working on something through lockdown, that you're already the first person to put it out coming out of lockdown, or people who are offering an online service, restaurants who are offering takeaway service. Yeah, get it out there, get it now, because there's plenty of restaurants that kind of I know I love, but I wouldn't know they were still providing a service. Well, that's perfect. That's exactly why you've got to keep your social media up to date. I think unfortunately there are certain sectors that could benefit it, but maybe aren't in the position to anymore, like most of the entertainment industries. But I would say it's probably the smartest thing you could do at the moment is just kind of evaluating, okay, if you're a restaurant and you're offering takeaway service, then yeah, let's get it out now. Let's do a nice short snazzy promo video that tells everyone, look, we're still open, this is what we can do, you know, still come and find us. Or with products or people who are selling online, you know, luckily we can advertise that all throughout lockdown. But I think there's opportunities with, I know coming out of the first lockdown, a lot of companies were behind in creating videos of how they're having a COVID friendly experience. So a lot of companies were playing catch up. And then the ones who had spent that time, hairdressers who spent that time, that had a video that they put out to their customers saying, when you come in, here's what we do, we greet you, all of the steps, step by steps. They were the ones that had their customers coming straight back because they felt comfortable, they felt safe, they know exactly what they were going to get. I think the thing with first lockdowns coming out of it, everyone was, to be honest, quite scared, and some people really didn't want to go out still anyway. So companies who can take this time to prepare for maximising the amount of customers they can have coming back, then that's a benefit. I think people just want to feel safe, and if you can't get them there to tell them how they can feel safe, then what's better than giving them a step by step of their experience and why they should not hesitate to come back, and you don't want to lose any customers like that. So I think that's kind of where businesses need to think with kind of when is the smartest time to release it, and if it's not now, it needs to be ready for when it is the right time. So that's what we try and talk to businesses and establish with them. We don't want to be completely like, oh look, we should film a video of you now, if that's wrong for them. But it should be, okay, let's be prepared for when it is right and how that can benefit you the most.